All right. All right, B. McCluskey here, otherwise known as the best, with the worst McCluskey. So, Josh, year two's in the books. Do you think this season was what you expected of the competition and of yourself?
Yes and no. You know, I expected a lot of what we did with competition. I expected it to be a little more challenging than last year. I thought Schutz, Fout, and everybody did a real good job of that. I really enjoyed the competition this year. It was a lot of fun. I was expecting to have a lot more time to practice than what I had this year. I didn't put near the time in that I wanted to, which it's entirely my fault. And because of that, I wasn't quite as good as what I would have liked to be. I was not expecting some of the shooters to get as much as that practice in. No, I'm not saying that. To and perform as well as what they did.
All right. So let's just put it out there. You allowed me not only to beat you in the regular season, but in our head-to-head rivalry of the year. So, as I said last year, the start of this video, anytime anybody asks, really, the best. So, do you have any comments on that, or?
Absolutely. You know, for one, I'm really proud of you for finally getting up to that level after sucking for a whole first season. Well, finally getting on the same level with me. Good job. Proud of you. Now I think officially, now you've got one season and maybe a finale in your bet. So officially, finally, we're even. It's about time you got there.
You don't wanna fuck with me. Got the police busting at me.
We'll see what happened. We'll see what happened next year.
Did I really step up?
Yeah, you know, maybe you can stick with that, and then next year we can actually see who the best is. Now that you're finally performing at my level. So.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Yeah.
So, has this season made you realize anything that you think you as a shooter need to work on? And is that something that you're gonna, make an effort to do in this off season?
Absolutely. There's several things I need to work on. Things that, watching some of the videos that have been put on here, things that I've done that I was like, that was stupid. Watching things happen. Watching these, that's a big thing. I love how Schutz been making these videos, put them back on there, because we can watch all these and pick out all the little minor things that, okay, I could have picked up a couple seconds there. I could have been a little more accurate there if I'd done this, and things like that. Also watching other people. There's things that other people have done that I'd have never thought of. This, you know what? That's a good idea. That'll help. So there's definitely a lot of things I need to work on. Definitely need to put a lot more time on the range. I need to make the time to, kind of get out here and put a lot more practice in. So.
Okay. So I think I know this answer, but will you? That was our resident Antifa. Sorry about that. He'll be dealt with accordingly, I promise. So
anyway,
are you going to be coming back for season 3?
Well, yeah. I mean, I've loved everything we've done out here last year, this year. It's been a blast. I enjoy coming out here. The camaraderie of everybody. Getting on here. What's the actual?
All right, then.
All right, then. So yeah, the competition, getting to come out here and train with all these guys, it's been a blast. So I definitely don't plan on going anywhere.
Is there anybody of our shooters this year, the 15, that you don't think are going to continue on next year?
As much crap as we have gave Milliken this year, I'd be surprised to see him come back out of utter embarrassment. But then again, I think if you look back at videos from last year, I think I said pretty much the same thing about Schweitzer. Well, first off, Schweitzer ain't got a chance. We know Schweitzer belongs back there in that porta potty like we discussed earlier, but who will remain unnamed, Schweitzer, that probably should bow out, but you know, it's okay, it's whatever. So, and we all saw what happened with Schweitzer this year, so
yeah,
maybe
I mean, ended 4th place.
Yeah, maybe big comeback for Milliken next year.
Hey,
anything could happen. That's a year away. So.
You're absolutely right.
But yeah, him, Chris, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if Chris will be back out here with us again next year. And I think he realized what caliber we're putting out here, and I don't think he's there. You know.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Is there anything that you think we need to remove that we've been doing or add to next year's competition?
You know, there was a really good job done of adding a lot of things this year that we discussed last year. And really everything that came about this year I thought was awesome. I don't really think there's anything that really needs to be removed. I'll tell you what, one thing that I never ever thought I'd ask for, never thought I'd question, but I'd really love to see a whole lot of is more just off the wall, don't expect it, come pistol and chill.
Yeah.
What the hell? You know
right.
what I mean? Who would have, I mean, just in my wildest dreams, I wouldn't have came up with that.
Yeah.
You know? But it's awesome.
This dickhead.
That guy.
Yeah, that guy.
But it's just off the top of your head. It's not normal. It's nothing that anybody would expect. It's just completely off the wall, and it throws you out of any kind of comfort zone at all.
Yeah.
Because this is what we do. This is what we expect. And then you throw, hey, shove your hands in a cooler full of ice water. What?
Right.
You know, so it was nice. It was a nice change. So.
Next year is being run by Burton and Michaels, so that'll be interesting to see what happens with that. I'm gonna go with the Burke homage here. But yeah, so it is going to be run by some new people next year, so we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm interested in what they're going to bring.
Absolutely.
So Precision Month. Nobody has liked talking about Precision Month. So just looking at your numbers, you had the chance to not only keep Schweitzer behind you, but also kick my ass. I mean, the little guys, the circles of hell. I mean, what happened?
A lot of things. A combination of every possible thing that could have possibly went wrong, all of it. I cannot remember a day where I have fallen on my face and laid there for as long.
That was a rough day.
That was horrible. You know, and I know Schutz has said multiple times talking about how Fallett, one of these days, everybody has their bad day. We haven't seen it from Fallett yet, but everybody has their bad day, right? That was the worst day ever. It was horrible.
Yeah, it was a rough one.
What the actual fuck?
Pick up your breath and your ass.
That's right.
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, I started to shy over to the dark side a little bit, putting a reflex sight on. I fucked with that thing, and I fucked with that thing, and I had so many issues with that. The sight glass itself came completely off, came unglued. Junk freaking, don't buy junk reflex sights.
Yep.
All I'm gonna say, don't do it.
Yep.
Okay. So I fought with that. I messed around trying to fix it. And eventually I got to the point right up till that day, I thought I was good. It's like, you know what? Screw it. You know, I told everybody, I said, I am not paying to rent somebody else's equipment. Guess what I did that day? Because it's what it is, you know?
Yeah.
My rifle, the night before I was cleaning it, sliding freaking, you know, rod through. Came down right on my optic on the freaking dining room table. I was shitty. Came down the next day, it was a little, I had it dialed in perfect, it was a little off. everything that could have went bad went bad.
Right.
Just bad day.
And
So.
you're gonna have those. I mean,
Yeah.
We've all had them.
Yep.
So preseason, you were ranked 6th, and you finished 5th. So, do you think you exceeded the owner's expectations, or even your own, or is that about where you figured?
You know, I think as far as
Remember,
owner's
you were shooting
expectations,
for top 3.
it could still be any way. There's a lot of people we haven't seen shoot yet, you know. So,
So-
I'm aiming for top 3. We'll see where we get.
So-
you know, as far as owner's expectations, let me just leave that ride here for a minute for some. Anyway, you know, I think I came right around where the owners expected me. They said 6th, 5th, you know, whatever. Originally, in my interview, I said I was shooting for top 3. That's where I would like to have been.
Yeah.
That's not where I was, you know. I'd have been okay with, I'm okay with top 5. You know, we had a lot of people that really came out and showed up this year. So I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
No, it's not where I wanted to be, but I'm all right with it.
I mean, at least you weren't just pulling the trigger for bottom 5.
Right.
But the last question I've got for you is, do you feel humbled that you allowed Schweitzer to shoot better than you this year, just so he didn't have to go home sad? I mean,
isn't that what we all talked about? Beginning
Yeah,
of the season,
I
just to
mean-
slack off and let Schweitzer get up there. Oh, sorry, Schweitzer, my bad.
but
Just no, Schweitzer, good job. Kudos to you, sir.
Yep.
You definitely brought it this year. So.
Would you say he stepped it up?
I would say he stepped it up.
Jay McCluskey for you guys.